And I think that what happened with Martin Luther King, as what happened with Brother Malcolm, and what happened with other black leaders, is that in the United States of America, a black man can stand on 125th Street, to use that as a symbol of, in a black community, and call the president or the attorney general or anyone he wants to, any names he wants to, 24 hours a day. And although he will be watched closely, I don't think too much will happen to him. But when he begins to go abroad, he becomes an international figure. He becomes a factor in American foreign policy. Then that man is getting very close to signing his death warrant. When he does this, he had better be very, very careful and have all of his his things together, because he's getting into a very dangerous area, and all you have to do is like check the quote, and you will see what happened to men who do this. And I think that when Martin Luther King made a speech called "Time to Break the Silence" on the Vietnam War, that was the beginning of the end for him, because he definitely, because of his stature as a Nobel Peace Prize winner, and as a member, as a pacifist, became a factor, in the American foreign policy in Vietnam at a time when it was at its height, when there was the peace movement was still like really getting started, and King became a very strong factor in this. And I think from the time he made that speech, when he more or less was like declaring himself and getting involved in America's international situation, just as Brother Malcolm did when he traveled in Africa, that was the beginning of the end. And I think the end was his assassination. And like Brother Malcolm's assassination, I do not for 1 second, and have not for 1 second, believed the official accounts of either one of those assassinations. I think that Martin Luther King was assassinated because he was becoming a factor, in the international politics.